Good day, my name is Mark Gabriel Biguenta, and I'm going to present the experiment 5, which is the amplitude shift keying or the ASK. So there are two parts of the this activity. Is first is the ASK in MATLAB, and the second one is ASK in Teams. Moving on to the MATLAB. So the concept of the amplitude shift keying or the ASK is defined as the ASK is a type of amplitude modulation that represents the binary information through variations in signal amplitude. So a high amplitude usually represents logic 1 and a low amplitude usually represented as a logic 0. Moving on to the objectives. So the objective of this experiment is shown in this page. The first one is to create a block diagram capable of generating an ASK signal using MATLAB Simulink. Second is to modify the parameters of each block used in the ASK generator. And third is to observe and analyze the plots and outputs generated by each blocks in the system. Moving on to the procedure, which the procedure followed in performing the simulation and implementing the ASK modulation. So this procedure includes the configuring of the message signal, carrier signal, and modulation blocks before observing the waveform. So in the outputs, so in this figure, we can see the output of the sine wave using the scope in MATLAB, wherein our values for the sine wave are listed as follows. So the sine wave is time-based. Time is simulation time. Amplitude of 1, bias of 0, frequency of 2 times pi times 15, phase of 0, and sample time of 0.001. Moving on to the next one, you can see the output of the false generator using the scope 1 in MATLAB. Then, next is the ASK value using the, or again, it is the product value using scope 2 in the MATLAB of the experiment. Next is the another procedure. So this continues the procedure for ASK generation and demodulation. So additional blocks and parameters are adjusted in order to recover the original signal message from the modulated waveform. So these are the codes needed for this experiment. This is the carrier signal output, pulse signal output, and the ASK signal output. Moving on to the part 3 again, plotting ASK signal in the frequency domain using MATLAB editor. So these are the codes. So these are the carrier signal, pulse signal, and the ASK signal in frequency domain. So this is the video demo here. So that is all for the MATLAB. Moving on to the ASK in Teams. So this activity is consisted of 5 members, or again, activity 5 consisting of 3 members, which is me, Quentamar Gabriel, Chapela Shan Gabriel, and Mercado Johanna Gabriel. So the amplitude shift keying is a modulation technique that uses amplitude variation to represent the binary data. So this concept is important in digital communications because it allows binary information to be transmitted through a carrier signal. As you can see here, the sinusoidal carrier goes to the unipolar binary sequence, and or the message then goes to the ASK output. So these are the amplitude shift keying. The first one is the digital bit sequence, where it is a square wave, then the carrier wave, sine, and then the ASK modulated waveform. As we can see, if we compare the digital bit sequence to the ASK, as we can see, if the binary is 1, then we have a waveform. Then if binary 0, then the waveform becomes a flat line. As we can see here in the one comparison to the three. Next, the ASK amplitude shift keying. So ASK modulation in detail. So the picture on the right side shows the binary input signal together with the ASK modulated waveform. So the graph demonstrated that whenever the binary input becomes 1, the carrier signal represents, while binary 0, the carrier signal disappears. So this illustrates how digital signal or data is transmitted through the amplitude changes, as I explained earlier. So moving on to the demodulation process. So the diagrams explain how the received ASK signal passes through a rectifier, then goes to an envelope detector, and filter in order to recover the original digital signal. The graph also showed the transformation of the waveform from the modulated carrier into the recovered binary output. So discussion. So these are the list of the equipments and TIM modules used in the experiment. So the pictures on the right shows the actual TIM setup with connected wires and modules. So the module include of the other audio oscillator, multiplier, sequence generator, tunable low pass filter, phase shifter, relatives, and a decision maker used simultaneously. So in this Teams activity, first is the figure 1, which is the ASK modulated output method A, wherein in this figure, output A is shown, wherein the red waveform represents the message signal, while the blue waveform represents the carrier signal. The resulting output is a digital signal produced by combining the message and the carrier. So this demonstrates how ASK modulation encodes digital information through changes in signal amplitude. Moving on to the next one is method B, wherein the output using method B, the red waveform represents the message signal, while the blue waveform represents the carrier signal. Resulting modulated output is observed to be an analog signal. Next is the ASK demodulation. So the output displayed the synchronous demodulation shown an analog waveform, where the shape of the output signal follows the patterns of the original signal. So next, so the ASK demodulation post-processing, wherein in this figure it shows the ASK demodulation post-processing output, wherein the pulse represents the recovered digital data. This shows that the original transmitted information was successfully recovered after the demodulation. In conclusion, so in this experiment, we successfully demonstrated the modulation and demodulation of amplitude shift keying or ASK using both practical themes and MATLAB setup. So the result shows clearly how the binary data is transmitted by varying the amplitude of a carrier signal, where logic 1 shows a presence, while logic 0 shows absence of amplitude. By adjusting the parameters and observing waveforms, the relationship between the message carrier message carrier and modulated signal was clarified, and successful signal recovery via the modulation was confirmed. The experiment ultimately enhanced our understanding on the modulation principles and their significance in the digital communication system. This is our proof of performance. So thank you. That's all. Thank you for listening.